Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Joe Vonderschmidt here with Century 21 Results Go with Joe and Co. And I'm here for another live episode of A Cup of Joe, broadcasted live every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. talking all things real estate. So I am back from vacation. Had a great time off last week, but I hope you didn't miss last week's episode of how to manage your business while you're on vacation or out of town. So I appreciate you guys being here and tuning in. I can't see that you're watching, so be sure to comment and let me know that you are here. Say good morning to me. If you guys have any questions at any point, please comment in the comment section. We will do our best to get all of your questions answered on the show, and if not, we will be sure to get them answered afterwards. Also, if you have any topic suggestions for following weeks, be sure to comment, message me directly, let me know. My goal is to be your real estate resource. And once again, if you would like a Cup of Joe coffee mug with the team logo on the back or a t-shirt, please let me know and I will either get that hand delivered to you or shipped to you directly. And I appreciate all of you guys who have been supporting me over the last couple weeks, even the last couple of years. Really appreciate all your guys' support to get me to this point. So today, what I wanted to talk about is the mortgage pre-approval, why it's important, kind of how that process works. So we've talked in the past about how the mortgage pre-approval is going to be the first or one of the first things that you're going to want to do to start the home buying process. So how do you go about doing that? You can either talk with the local mortgage lender. They're all over the place. Or you can reach out to your realtor, and there's a good chance that your realtor is going to have some great connections with some local mortgage lenders. Same thing with the mortgage lender. If you don't know any realtors, but you know a local mortgage lender, chances are they'll be able to connect you with a trusted local realtor. So that would be the first step. The next thing that I want to get into is, why is the pre-approval process so important? So number one, it's going to allow you how much you can qualify for. So you may realize that you can qualify for more than what you thought, which would be great if that's what's good with you. But you might also realize that you qualify for less than what you thought. So either way, it's going to allow a lot less wasted time and allow us to get straight to the point of finding you the perfect home for you. Going to narrow down our search to begin with, because we don't want to spend time looking at houses for $500,000 if you can't go above $400,000. Or we don't want to be restricting ourselves looking at houses for $300,000 if you realize that you can look at houses up to $400,000 or $500,000. So it goes both ways there. Getting your mortgage pre-approval is also going to allow you to determine your affordability. So, for example, you may be able to qualify for $500,000, but you might not want a payment for a $500,000 house. That's what happens with a lot of people. So it's always good to live below your means, and our goal is to always find you a house below what you can qualify for. So the great thing about the mortgage pre-approval process is, once you get that pre-approval done, your mortgage lender is going to be able to run estimated payments based off of the price point of the house that you're looking in, the location that you're looking in, maybe some of the HOA neighborhoods that you might be looking in. All those factors are determine what your mortgage payment will be. Also, like the size, square footage of the house, depending on what your homeowner's insurance is going to be. So if, for example, if you get a quote back, an estimated mortgage payment on a $500,000 house, and you're like, hey, that's a little bit more than what I'm looking to be at, okay, maybe $450,000 is where I'm a little bit more comfortable payment-wise. At the same time, if we're restricting ourselves, maybe looking at houses at a lower price point, and you see what your payment might be at those houses, you're like, hey, I would feel comfortable a little bit higher. We can see what price point you might be comfortable with based off of your payment, estimated monthly payment. So the other thing is homes are selling fast. We talk about it all the time. Homes are selling really fast. If you've been in the market at all, or if you're an agent in the market, you know that. So it's important to we talk about having our ducks in a row. to be ready to pull the trigger when that right house does come along. So you're going to want to be ready whenever you do find that perfect home so you don't miss out on your opportunity. And also, when you do find that right home, there's a lot of factors to consider. Is this a home that I really want to move forward on? Is this a home that I can see me and my family living in for many happy years, or whatever your situation is? Is this a home that you can see yourself moving forward on? So it's one less thing to worry about if you already have that pre-approval done. Heather, Garrett, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Heather, I will be sure to get you a piping hot cup of Joe delivered to you and Trent at some point here soon. Also, let's see. Another thing is the mortgage pre-approval is going to let the seller know that you're serious. I would say probably about 100% of the time, a seller will not consider your offer without a mortgage pre-approval or proof of funds for the mortgage. The other thing is, some homeowners won't even accept, or they require a pre-approval letter to even have the property be shown. You see that sometimes on houses that are trying to restrict the amount of showings on them to be able to not have to be out of the house so much. Make sure all the buyers coming in their door are serious, pre-approved buyers that are not just tire kickers out there. So you might even be asked to show a pre-approval letter to even look at a home. So you don't want to have to go through that process of getting the pre-approval done when you find potentially the home of your dreams and other people are getting in the door because they've already done their pre-approval process and you have not. And ultimately, you miss out on the home. Another recommendation that I would like to give is who your mortgage lender is or who you work with matters. So I've got my preferences of who I like to work with, but it is important for you to consult with your agent to determine who a great mortgage lender might be for you. Depending on what your needs are, some mortgage lenders work better for some people than others. So some things that might determine some things that I look for in a mortgage lender. I prefer using local mortgage lenders, people that are in the area that know how this market works. And I also prefer to use a local mortgage lender over maybe some large banks that you might see in the areas, nationwide banks, just because I'm not going to say any names, but a lot of those people, they work bank hours where local mortgage lenders, they're going to answer their phone whenever I answer my phone, which I work on the weekends. I work after 5 p.m. A lot of large bank mortgage lenders will not answer their phone after 5 p.m. They are strictly bank hours. So if you have any questions on how the pre-approval process works, or if you have any questions on how to get pre-approved or anything to how to get the home buying process started. Okay, so we've got, let's see, Garrett says, let's buy and sell a house soon. Let's do it, G. But if you guys have any questions on how the pre-approval process works or anything like that, please let me know. And I would be happy to answer any of your questions. Again, we are live every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. for a cup of Joe, discussing all things real estate. Hope to see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know that you guys are here. Even if you're watching on replay, make it a great week. And always remember, go with Joe.